Well, I want to welcome you all to The Sinking Tower. This adventure is it was the free role-playing game day adventure for last year from Free League, and it is super hard to find because if you didn't get it then, you don't get it. And so I was able to get it because I am part of the Free League free agents. Basically, we can run games for conventions and stuff, and so they give me access to it. And so with that access, I've put it up here for whoever wants to run it. So we're going to get a chance to do this. Let me pull up my notes really quickly, and we will get started here. Okay. The sea wind howls, and the smell of seaweed and decay stings your noses. You pull your cloaks tighter around you as the rowboat cuts through the restless sea towards your destination. Then the fog clears to reveal the sinking tower rising from the water. This is the moment you have all been waiting for, the day when the enchanted stone tower, said to have been built by a mad mage, rises from the sea once more. It only happens once every 20 years, according to the fishermen around the inn's warming hearth, and only stays above water for 2 hours. Then it sinks back into the deep along with its treasures. There is a ghostly green light glowing ominously at the top of the tower. That is where the sorcerer's emerald is said to be. Perhaps you will be the first to find it. In a rowboat at the foot of the tower, you see an old man wrapped in a brown robe. Let me post a picture here for you. His face is weathered and lined with age, and a black patch covers his left eye. He begins to speak. "You are not the first to seek what is not yours, but I hope you are the last. Who I am does not matter, but up in the tower there is something that belongs to me. A green emerald that was stolen from me long ago. Bring me the emerald, and you may keep the rest of the treasures you find in there. In exchange, I offer you an elixir of life. Whoever drinks this is brought back from the realm of the dead. Who will accept this quest?"
Schwartz shyly puts his hand up and says, "I will, sir."
"Ah, a brave human, of course. Here, sir," and he hands you this glass bottle. So this is now in your inventory. You should see a glass bottle with green elixir. You can use this if you are dying, and it will give you automatically. You will automatically recover and stop making your death saves. And so this is a very powerful and potent magical item. All I ask is the return of my emerald. Yes, did you have a question?
Oh, I was just going to say that I'm not in the habit of partaking of strange elixirs that may affect the way I look and the way I act because I'm so vain.
Oh, well, good duck, this will certainly not ruffle your feathers. Ah! And he laughs to himself. And the two ducks in the party kind of look at each other like, what's up with this guy? He seems like a very strange old kook out here waiting outside the tower. I am old. I am far too old to venture forth in there, but what I offer you is incredibly valuable. And return me my emerald, and we will call it a fair bargain well struck. Do you enter?
After you.
Who goes in?
After you, my fellow travelers.
Ah, excellent.
Yeah, well, I've got this bottle to really look after, and I'm not wearing any armor, so you guys go first, and I'll just follow behind.
Good shout.
Let me take us to the first.
Reginald will look up at Aurelius, expecting him to go first.
Naturally.
Let's go into the first room. Let me pull your tokens back onto the map. We'll put Frostbite here. We've got Pack and Reginald. Sir Aurelius in the lead. And Swark following the ducks with Frostbite protecting the rear. You may go ahead and enter the tower. With a creak, the heavy wooden door opens inwards. The stench of seaweed hits you from inside the tower. A large stone hall, no doubt magnificent in its day, now lies before you like a parody of its former self. The stone floor is submerged under a handspan of water. A mural on the north wall is covered in rotting seaweed. Here's a picture of the mural. Facing you in the center of the room are two tall statues of stone. You glimpse something under the shallow water on the floor between them. The mural, as you can see, is of an idyllic scene. A cottage by the sea, two children playing, birds gliding over the water. The statue to the west. This depicts a cloaked man with a long beard looking straight ahead. The statue's right arm is raised, index finger pointing up. The eastern statue depicts a young woman wearing a robe, her face tilted down toward the floor. The statue's left hand is resting on its chest with its middle and ring fingers extended. In the very center of the room, a giant hand is carved into the stone floor. And at the far end of the hall, there is an opening where a stone staircase leads down into dark water.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Let's just say Pack was just gonna kind of look around. I'm gonna look around the base of all these statues to see if I see anything unusual.
Pack, please give me an awareness roll. This will be under your skills. You just click on awareness.
Yeah. Skills and awareness and roll.
And you and Reginald are not bothered at all by the water here. Oh, that's a terrible roll. It's not a demon, so that's okay. Do you want to push that roll? In doing so, you'll take a condition. Otherwise, we kind of fell forward. You'll find some information, but maybe not the full picture.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not going to push it.
I don't think I would either. Not at this early junction.
Yeah.
So,
can I ask how do you zoom in on the map?
So you can do your.
I know how you zoom
forwards and backwards, or page up and page down should let you zoom in and out.
Okay.
Is that working for you?
How do you make it like the? Yeah, but how does the map move up and down? Like, how can I make if I zoom in?
So hold down the right button and then drag, and it'll move the whole map.
Oh. Hold on. Oh, I don't have a mouse. I'm using my touchpad.
That should still. You'll just have to. If you can do that with the touchpad, that should work for you.
Yeah. Can you double tap on the touchpad, and that might be a click? I haven't used the laptop in so long.
I think if you hold down command and then use the arrow key.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Thanks. I'm using a Mac. When I hold on command, I'm getting this long.
I'm using a Mac, but I've got a Windows keyboard, so and my buttons are actually worn out, so it's the button between control and L. I think it's the Windows button, so probably command on the Mac.
Yeah. Okay, stop doing that. Why is it doing the? I'm sorry, guys. Why is it doing? Can you see this?
Yeah.
It's doing it's doing that measuring distance. So how do I undo that?
Tool. So you can just.
That's probably with your push to talk, right? Because I control to push to talk.
It's like lightsaber
and control
battles
the
here.
button that does this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't.
I just want to stop doing that.
Streams. If you
just right click. Oh wait, shit. Yeah. That is kind of the problem.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
There we go.
Well, I got rid of the measuring. I just still haven't figured out the. You said it was You say control in?
A command, I think you mentioned.
I don't know what button it is on your keyboard, but I can press one of those buttons in the bottom
Oh,
left
yeah.
of my keyboard.
Yeah, if I hit control and the arrow keys, it moves it.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah,
Like if I hold
okay.
control down, yeah, that'll
Yeah.
do it.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. We'll get this figured out.
Yeah,
Try
I mean,
a
I can.
different
If I
button.
say that again, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try function.
Yeah, just try a different button.
Nope. I know. Maybe shift will do it.
Let's
No,
see.
I keep doing the measuring thing. Oh, I should unclick the measuring.
So I'm looking at the configure
Ooh.
controls. It has this says like control and the arrow keys, or you could try control and like AS and W and D and see if that does it as well.
Well, I mean, it'll be okay. I just can't. The problem is I can't. If I zoom I mean, it's gonna zoom. If I zoom out, it just gets really small. But I'll figure it out. Just go. Don't hold me. I don't want to hold up. Keep going. See what I can figure out.
There's not a lot of functionality on the map. It's mostly just an image. Like there's not anything you need to click on the map,
Yeah.
so it won't be super
Okay.
super vital. But we'll be switching map scenes pretty regular, so hopefully that will resolve itself for you. Studying these statues. So you notice that the statues are built into the floor. So it's almost as though this entire room was made of stone and the entire surface was carved out, leaving the statues. They have not been placed here, but they are part of the very stone itself. On the floor between the statues, where there's the carved hand, you notice that there are 6 plates, 6 copper plates on the floor. They're all greenish with patina from being under the seawater. Each one is roughly 1 meter in diameter, and they're embedded in the floor between the statues. If you want to check that a little closer, you can make a spot hidden roll.
Okay. Skill spot hidden. Boom.
Can we all do that?
Yes.
Roll.
Anyone that wants to investigate that is more than welcome to.
Just a little better than 18.
Slightly, but hey, 5% better, but still not
That's
quite
right.
where we need it.
Oh.
Way.
All right.
Well, you get to level it up.
Yeah. So whenever you roll a dragon or a demon, it will. If you go to your skill page, it will put a little check mark next to that skill. And at the end of the adventure, assuming you survive, you'll have a chance to try to improve your skills. There's no leveling up in Dragonbane. You just get better at the things that you do. And the more often you use a skill, the more likely you are to get a dragon or a demon. And either one will give you a chance to upgrade that. So we'll leave those check marks on there until the end. But Swark, what happens? So Frostbite, as you are looking at this, you notice that these are pressure plates. And Swark, you find out, unfortunately, the hard way by exerting pressure on one of these plates. You're kind of tapping it with your foot, and you find that the plate sinks down slightly. When this happens, a bolt of lightning strikes down from the ceiling. This will deal damage to anyone standing on the flooded floor, and armor has no effect. This will deal 5 points of damage. That just about killed Reginald. I think Reginald's down to 1.
Yeah, Reginald, he's gonna keel over, and he's not doing so well.
So, if you want to remove those hit points, you can open your character sheet, and under hit points, you can just click on the little dots. Do that 5 times, and that will drop you by 5 hit points. Perfect.
Oh boy.
So you did discover, Swark, that these are pressure plates, but if there is some sort of sequence or order in which they need to be pressed, that was not the right one.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
And as the lightning flashes, let's get some kind of intense music going on here.
Now, Reginald, are you still standing, or are you dead?
He's
He
got,
has 6 health, took 5 damage.
Yeah, he's
so,
got 1 hit
yeah.
point.
So
So
I have 1 hit point.
Why not
left.
have Guardian that, actually? Like, reasonably?
if you want to Guardian that, you can.
I was standing right next to
You
him.
were. Do you want to Guardian that? You'll take another 5.
Yeah, so that way, I guess, I took 5, and then I take another 5,
Yeah.
so that's just, okay, yeah, I'm happy to do that.
So then, so
Because you did heal, I see,
yeah.
but...
So Guardian is a special ability that that you can use as a knight, which allows you to basically throw yourself in the path of danger. And so Sir Aurelius took that hit for Reginald.
I'm assuming that armor doesn't count.
Yep, armor has no effect on this lightning. So if you
I'd
notice,
imagine Sir
Frostbite-
Aurelius probably just picked up Reginald out of the water.
Oh, yeah.
Frostbite is doing the smart thing and getting out of the water. So that might be a good place for Reginald to go as well.
I can study these things from a distance.
So clearly there is some sort of
In
pattern
fact,
here at play.
Yeah, I would like to. Reginald's going to pull out his little lore book, and he's going to see if he can make any sense of the statues in this mural.
Yeah, so give me a Myths and Legends roll, and do you have a book on lore in your inventory?
I do.
Yeah, then that will give you a boon on that. So we'll take the 6. That is a success. So looking at these statues and looking at the plates, you don't see anything where 2 and 6 would come in to play here. You do notice that there's 2 statues but 6 plates, but they're each holding up a hand. One is holding up a certain number of fingers. It could be fingers. Of course, the statue on the left is holding up 1 finger, and Swark stood on 1 plate, and that seemed to trigger the lightning, so perhaps that's not the solution.
Well, as Reginald is studying this, he will relay his findings to. He probably talks aloud, so everyone can hear his thought process here.
Let me Oh yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Can you guys see? I cannot move my character at all. It's like, yeah, you're moving him, but I can't move him.
Let me delete your token, and I'll put him back on there for you. Give me
Sorry.
1 second. Oh, it's okay. We'll get it. Can you move that token?
No, it's making a weird
So you're pinging the
Like
map,
a-
so like it's holding down the left button, and you can ping the map with that. If
Okay.
you select your token and then you do the up and down arrows, you should be able to move it that way.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am now with up and down arrows. I don't know why I was able to do it with the mouse before, but now I'm not. I control pad. Maybe a Mac is not the computer you use for this. Or maybe is it the browser? It could be the.
It could be. I'm not super familiar with how this runs on a Mac, but we'll get it.
Okay.
What do you suppose you could do? What's a means to do this without frying the ducks into the crispiest of states here?
Well, the fingers must have something to do with it. So I thought that statue on the right might be saying go up, not down the stairs.
So yeah, there are no stairs up. There's just those stairs down, and you're trying to get to the top of the tower. But maybe you could investigate down. Now the stairs, everything is below water. You're in ankle-deep water, so you would need to swim down there. You can swim. It's assumed that everyone knows how to swim. If you're wearing armor, you need to make some rolls. But if anyone wants to, hold their breath and swim down the stairs and look around, they can. If ducks do it, ducks actually get a boon on their swimming rolls because of their webbed feet ability. If someone wants to go down the stairs, I'm more than happy to take them to another scene.
I will
Reginald
totally go
will
down.
look down the stairs and just kind of shake his head, seeing the dark, murky waters.
So, Frostbite, you begin to swim down the stairs, and you begin to realize, one, it's very dark, and you have no good source of light down here, but also that as you hold your breath, you know you won't be able to do this for long. So it looks like, is Frostbite and anyone else going with Frostbite, or is Frostbite coming
I'll
back?
go. I'll wait till Frostbite comes back to see if there's any information I can glean from them, and then I'll dive down.
Frostbite, give me a Constitution roll. I'm going to take you to that scene really quickly.
Reginald will light his oil lamp and try and shine it down the stairs, at least to illuminate the bottom of the stairwell to hopefully give Frostbite some sort of advantage.
I think that would be helpful. Let me pull Frostbite to this scene. Alright, Frostbite. Down here in this cellar, your Constitution roll failed. You've got about one round before you start to struggle for air, but you'll have enough time to at least get a look at what's going on in the near area because of that light. The cold water is dark and murky, but the outline of what used to be a cellar is still seen in the darkness. You notice the image of an eye carved into the stone floor staring back at you. Now, with the if you fail your Constitution roll, so you've got one round, but if you want to continue, you will take d6 damage per round until you get out. Looking down here, besides the eye, you see over in the northwestern corner, you see faces staring out at you. And you realize it is more than a dozen rotten figureheads, the wooden statues that were placed atop ships. You see them piled up in a menacing display. Then you realize they're just wooden statues. However, in the southeastern corner, you see several broken barrels. Now, if you want to swim over to the figureheads or to the barrels, you'll need to make another Constitution roll, or you're going to start taking damage, or you can come back up.
Is my swim speed my normal speed, or is it lowered because I'm swimming?
So it will be your half your movement rate. So yeah, in water, your movement rate is half your movement rate on land. You cannot perform range attacks. Melee attacks are performed with the Bane. Any difficult underwater maneuvers, like diving for something, require the swimming roll. You get a Bane if you're wearing chainmail or plate.
No. Well, as I say, underwater, no one can hear you scream, so I'm gonna go back up.
Okay, let me take you back up there.
Take a deep breath, and because I can finally breathe again, and relate to the others that I found what looks to be a small collection of mastheads that are angry, and some barrels and such. Everything looks pretty waterlogged, but other than an eye, I didn't see anything that helps us figure out.
Yeah, you did not
which way is
see
up.
an alternate way up from there.
Yeah, there's not like a back stair or anything I saw down there.
Right.
I'm just wondering.
Okay,
obviously, these plates are something important, so I'm wondering, because they're pressure plates, whether we need to put weights on them, all like at the same time or something.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea.
Gets the hell out of the water as soon as someone starts talking about putting something on the plates.
Yeah.
Oh, can't be too careful.
We're standing over on this dry land over here.
Yep. So clearly, putting weight on one plate did not work.
So Pac would like to dive down into that into there to see, to see if I could see any kind of like drainage or any sort of way the water might flow away from the above.
Let me pull you to the scene. Let me put your token on here, Pack. So give me a swimming roll. You get a boon on this because you're a duck.
Swimming. Give me a boon. I've got web. Oh, it says click web feet. Should I click web feet and keep 0 extra?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, we'll take the 8. That's a success. So you're able to maneuver down here. So give me a Constitution roll as well. Perfect. So you're able to hold your breath here and move around a little bit before you need to make another roll. You see those figureheads and those barrels. Give me a myths and legends roll while you're down here.
Okay.
Oh, a demon.
I got a dragon.
So,
That's
a demon. So that would be a critical fail.
Bad.
So Pack is not sure if wood is a conductor or an insulator for electricity. But he knows it's one of the two.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Hey, Pack,
How much longer do I have?
Why don't you bring one of those statues up here?
You want to grab one of those figureheads and take it up there?
Yes. I'm gonna grab one of those and bring it on up.
Give me a.
Is there anyone that looks like?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Is there anyone that's? I was going. Is there anyone that looks? Is there any of the statues that look similar to the two statues above?
No, these are all kind of gruesome-looking statues. There's none that look like the man or the woman statue. Give me another swimming roll with a boon, again, with your webbed feet, just to maneuver that thing up the stairs. Excellent. Okay, let's go back to the statue gallery. Let me pull Pack to this scene. And Pack, you were able to bring up a figurehead. I'm going to put it somewhere. I've got a token of a figurehead. Right there. Put it right there. It says enchanted. It's not enchanted. This is just a figurehead.
It's right here. Okay.
Let me get this figured out. Okay. What do you do with this figurehead?
I present it to the rest of the party and say, "Do you think this might help somewhere?"
Reginald, give me a Myths and Legends roll.
Right, Pack. Why don't you bring that over here? I don't think it's a good idea to stand in the water too long. Can I add a boon to that with my book?
You can.
Ooh, cool.
Take the 4 because of the boon. You'll take the lower roll. So you know that wood is an insulator, that it would offer some protection against this lightning. Perhaps if you were standing on, where you are now on dry land and could somehow maneuver that statue in place, or maybe even climb that statue and maneuver the figurehead into place, the masthead, maybe that would be able to depress the plate without anyone getting electrocuted.
Are you talking to me or
I'll look towards the fighters here, and say, well, it seems it's time for some heroics.
It's been too long.
What would Aurelius and Frostbite do? and Pack as well. We have 3 martial types.
Yeah.
Well, do we need more than one? Because I mean, how many plates do we have to depress? Maybe that's.
Maybe the fingers tell us how many on each side.
Oh.
I mean, there's 6. There looks like there's. Is that those circles like 6 plates that we're talking about?
Yeah, the circles around the hand between the statues.
Around the. Yeah.
Top plates.
So
Yeah,
maybe I should. I'm just wondering if I should swim down and get 5 more and bring them up, and we can put them on each one.
So I won't even have you make a roll. You've already made the rolls for those. Let me just pull a couple more of these out, and you come up with the second one and drag it up out of the depths. You want to get 5 more?
Yes, I want to have 6 total.
A total of
please.
6. Okay.
Yes.
After having done all this, give me a Constitution roll. It's quite an exertion to drag these up.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, okay. You'll need to take a conditioned, either exhausted or sickly. Or you can push the roll. So if you don't push the roll, you're going to take a condition. So you might as well push it and take a condition.
Yeah, I'm gonna push it.
Nice. So there you get the success. So you maybe spit up a little water as you come up, and you're looking a little green around the gill feathers there.
Mm-hmm.
But you managed to produce 6 of these statues. Whereabouts and how do you propose to position them on the plates? And let's say the plate that you accidentally depressed, Pack, was this plate right here. That plate right there.
So we've got
now that Pack has already... Sorry?
We can either put a wooden statue on that same plate to see if it prevents damage, or we can just try another plate.
Well, Reginald, now that Pack has already brought all these statues up, he's going to use his heroic ability, Intuition, and ask the Game Master what seems to be the secret with these statues.
So this is an awesome ability, Intuition. Let me just kind of read what it does. So it costs you 3 willpower points, and when faced with a difficult decision, you can activate this ability to ask a question directly to the Game Master and receive a helpful answer. The answer represents your vast general knowledge and should only aid your decision making, not reveal everything there is to know. So as you call upon your intuition, you know that the answer that it is not related to this one plate. It is likely either a different plate or a combination of plates. Given the information you have in the room, there's an image of a hand. The cellar down below had an image of an eye. You don't know if that is somehow tied into here, if it has to do with the hands on the statues. That would seem like an intuitive guess. But you also know that the one statue is holding up 1 finger and the other statue is holding up 2 fingers. That could be an answer. There are likewise 2 statues in here. So your answer is likely either going to be 2, or it's going to be 1 on one side and 2 on the other. Do you have a feeling for which one it might be?
I think Reginald is... he has a feeling that it is either 1 on each side or 2 on one side and 1 on the other side. One of those 2 options, he's thinking.
But the question is, how are you going to get these on the plates without someone standing in the water taking damage?
How heavy are these statues?
They were kind of easy to bring up. They're fairly waterlogged. They probably weigh about, maybe 60 pounds, about 25 kilograms. Aurelius, give me an intelligence roll. Ooh, do you want to push that?
Not particularly. I have 8 intelligence, so
Well,
he's a very strong cat and not
so-
very smart.
I'm wondering whether I could use my fetch spell to drag one from the other side of the room towards me. Not quite sure how fetch works.
That's
But would that
probably
work?
too heavy for fetch. Fetch
Okay,
would be
fine.
like in Dungeons and Dragons terms. It's basically like Mage Hand. I think it's like limited to under a couple of pounds. One thing that you're aware of is that none of you have rope. I don't believe, but you recall that rowboat outside with the one-eyed man, he was tied up with some rope, and you could probably get some rope if that proved to be helpful.
Oh, Reginald will offer to go get that while everyone else gets the statues ready.
Reginald, you come back with a length of 50 feet of rope. You would be able to drag some of those statues in place. You also, knowing the properties of electricity and lightning, you know that if you were standing on that stone statue out of the water, you could also likewise put something on one of those plates and potentially be out of reach of the lightning. It seems to conduct through the water, and if it wouldn't conduct up through stone or wood, you should be just fine.
Well, I'll share that with the those in our party wearing armor. That perhaps if they stood on the statues and positioned the figureheads that way, it might prevent electric shock.
Right, like using the wood. Well, Relace isn't smart, but he's really good at doing what he's told.
Right? How many statues do you want me to carry up here?
I think Reginald he would advise. Let's try one on each side to begin.
Yeah, worst case, it's going to shock, and then you know it's not one and it's not two.
Right? I'll grab a statue and let someone go on the other side, have them grab a statue, and
It looks like Pack is over there. So Pack, you kind of maneuver a statue in front of you, and then both of you can give me a strength roll to kind of roll it onto one of those plates. So Frostbite, you can easily roll that on. Pack is struggling a bit. Oh, yeah. Pack, it just does not quite want to move. You exhausted yourself with your swim to bring these up, but you can't quite get it in place. Frostbite, are you waiting until you can place them both at the same time, or are you going to place one now and then wait for the other one to be placed?
well, it was like 1, 2, 3 place, and then I went on place and he went on break.
And he didn't go. So you move yours into place. Lightning crackles through the water, but you are all protected.
I will try to. Can I jump on top of this one?
Yeah.
Grab this one and put it next.
Give me an agility roll.
Oof.
Yep, so you
That's
leap
close.
over. It totters a little bit, but it holds your weight. And then you're going to grab the next one and just kind of heft it over and drop it on the plate next to you. That will be a strength roll.
Yeah, we're gonna suplex this one.
Nice.
I'm getting a little scared. I'm getting a little angry at this crap. No, I think I'm getting scared. Not scared enough.
Nope, can't quite get it. Now you're teetering on this. Can someone help a wolf out?
You want acrobatics to not fall into the water?
Yeah, let's do that. Oh, so you can do that.
Yeah.
What if we got one of our other fighters, maybe Sir Aurelius? Do you want to see if you can maneuver one of those as well, using your cat-like reflexes and muscles?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big fan of water, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Before Aurelius had gone out there, could we say while he was standing on that platform with Reginald that Reginald could have been trying to patch his wounds from the lightning?
You can. So there's really no mechanic in Dragonbane short of a healing potion. You can stop someone from dying using a healing roll. I think you can use your healing roll to recover is at 1 hit point, if I'm not mistaken. If you want to do that, you can. It's mostly to prevent people from dying. Alternatively, he could do a stretch rest and recover some more power points. Oh, yeah, you're poking at the
Well,
wound.
I think I take a look at him, and I don't have any of my bandages or anything, and there's not much I can do.
Yeah. Aurelius, you make it out onto the statue. You will need to... well, let's see. So we've got...
Right.
Under this statue, we've got Frostbite. So Frostbite can maybe... You're standing on that one. I guess Aurelius could go and grab a statue and maneuver it over like here, and then pick it up and drop it on another one of the plates. Going to give me a strength roll to do that. So again, lightning comes down because there was... So Frostbite had mentioned, 1, 2, 3, go. His is still on the plate, and then you put another one on the plate, and lightning comes down. But no one is shocked because you're out of the water. So Reginald, you're pretty sure that you may have the right order based on your intuition, but you think it may have to be simultaneous. So the two of you, I
We'll call that out to the fighters.
So they maneuver the statues off. They kind of look at each other, 1, 2, 3, go, and they roll the statues on, and in doing so, you hear a loud click. There is no lightning at all, but a magical staircase descends. A rumble heard from the ceiling. The staircase magically unfolds in the southwest corner of the room. This leads up to the next floor. And so you leave this terrible gallery of statues and head up to the next room. Let me pull the tokens out here. Give me 1 second. Grab some flavor text. Tall bookcases stretching from floor to ceiling, forming a small maze. The sagging shelves are crammed tight with leather-bound volumes, and the room smells of paper and mold. You hear a faint scratching sound coming from the center of the room. Now, Pack, as you get up to there, you can see seated at a desk, you can see a ghostly figure. Post a picture. At a desk in the middle of the library sits a robed figure bent over a piece of parchment, scratching at it with his quill. It is the ghost of the librarian Arladus, who faithfully continues his service after death. As he hears footsteps in the library, he pauses in his writing and turns his head slightly, looking side to side, but he hasn't noticed anyone yet. All of these shelves that you can see are lined with leather-bound books.
Book. No. Could have spells in them.
If you want to give me an awareness roll, you can scan the book titles really quickly.
Yeah, I might do that. Just looking around where I can see. Awareness.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So you notice, kind of curiously, that all of the books are titled The Life and Untimely Death of Magdala, written by someone called Kamandur, with the help of the scribe Arladus. The soggy pages are difficult to decipher. Swark, give me a languages roll. The tome contains tributes to the late Magdala and curses upon the pirates who killed her. And Frostbite, as you pull out another book, you find it is identical to this one. And you pull out another, and every book in here is The Life and Untimely Death of Magdala, written by Kamandur with the help of the scribe Arladus.
I assume this is going to be the scribe then.
Most likely that is the scribe.
Shall we talk?
I mean, I'm happy to if you'd like.
Do you approach the scribe?
Yeah.
Hello, are you the
We
scribe?
both
Come out.
The Arladus?
Are you the guy that wrote this book? Yeah, are you the scribe Arladus?
As you say that, Arladus turns around, holding his finger up to his lips, and goes, "Shh!" and shushes you. Gives you a stern look and then turns back to his writing.
Typical librarian.
Can Reginald make a beast lore check on him?
Yes, please. You scan.
Reginald is a little scared, a little frightened by this ghost.
Yeah, you scan your mind for
Oh.
what do I know of ghosts? And
Reginald is very scared of ghosts.
you are not positive if he can even be damaged in combat. Like he's a ghost. There's no tangible form. You know, a weapon would just pass right through him. You think?
Yeah. In fact, Reginald is going to hide back here.
Walk's going to just verify that he is writing the books that are all in the shelf. It's just peeping from a distance.
Are you trying to be quiet about it, or are you
Yeah.
just... Okay, give me a stealth
Yeah, just...
roll.
Okay. Alright.
So,
is that sneaking, you mean?
Sorry, what was
When you
that?
say stealth,
Yes.
when you say stealth, you mean sneaking?
Sneaking, yes, sorry. Sneaking. Thank you. You nearly brush up against a rickety shelf. Do you want to push that condition? Or push that roll and take a condition?
No, that's fine. The shelf can wobble.
I cannot hear Pack.
Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot.
Let's see.
I think he left the Discord.
He's back in.
Yeah.
Are you muted on Discord at the bottom where it shows like a little microphone and headphones and a gear? Is that muted?
I don't think he can hear us.
Let's see if we can get him back.
Yeah.
Swark, as you get in close to see what he's writing, you do see that he is indeed writing about the untimely death of Magdala, but your foot brushes up against that rickety shelf and a single book wobbles and teeters, and you watch it almost in slow motion as it falls down to the ground, striking the ground with a loud smacking sound. Arledus turns around with anger in his eyes, and we are going to enter combat. I'm going to pull everyone to combat. In combat, in Dragonbane, you do not roll for initiative, you draw a card. And so if you go onto the icon in the upper right that has two crossed swords, you will see next to your name, you will see a deck of cards or a hand of cards. Go ahead and click on that, and it will give you an initiative card, and it goes from lowest to highest. Now, this ghost has what's called ferocity, and so that means that the ghost can actually go twice in one round. So I'm going to draw 2 cards for the ghost. I'll draw one for Pack as well. I did that on accident. And when we start, Pack will go first. Let's get Pack back into voice before we get into this battle.
Can you hear us, Pack? I think that's a no.
I think that is a no. Let me... He's not muted.
Well, a second ago he's muted and deafened, but those have gone now.
And I show like a video is trying to come up, but I just see his picture there.
Huh.
Let's see if we can get Pack on here. Now I show he's muted.
Yeah.
And he's deafened.
I think he's playing with the settings.
The settings.
You right click that combat icon, it'll pop out so you can see the initiative and the talk at the same time.
Let's see if we can get to restart Discord. So there he dropped out. Let's see if we can get it back on here. And this is not combat music. Let me fix that.
Apologise, guys. That I didn't touch that bookshelf, and the book just fell down completely by itself.
It's almost as though the ghost willed it to happen. Let's see if we've got him. Hopefully he's restarting it. Oh, there he is back in the chat.
Hello,
You hear us
Hey,
now?
yes,
Yeah,
I can hear
you.
Sweet. Can you hear us?
Well, we're
I
halfway
have
there.
no earthly idea what is going on.
Can you hear us at
Yeah.
all?
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh,
Can you hear us now?
Oh,
yeah, I can hear you now. I didn't know what was going on.
Oh, how weird.
All right.
I'm really, yeah. I'm sorry, guys.
No
I must look
worries.
like the
We
biggest idiot here. Sorry.
we
So you can
we
hear
all
me. I
started
can hear you.
like
Yep.
this.
And we've all been there. So
Okay.
when I have a session without a technical difficulty, that will be the first. We have just entered into a combat with the librarian. Swark accidentally knocked a book off of a shelf, and the librarian turned around with rage in his eyes. I have entered us into initiative. You draw cards in Dragonbane. Foundry goes ahead and draws those cards for you. Pack, you are up first. You can
Okay.
move
Well, first
and take an action.
Okay. Well, first of all, I wanted to say, ironically, I'm a librarian in real life.
Oh, no way.
So,
That's awesome.
Talk
So
about
I
a
was-
combat.
Right.
yeah, I was going to go there and flash my American Libraries card to him and see if it'll.
That'll quiet him down. Show that you're union.
Exactly. That's why I think before I left, maybe you didn't hear me, or I was like, I'm going to move really quietly since it's a library.
Oh,
But,
dang.
I don't think.
I didn't hear that. That would have been spectacular.
So I'm first. I can, and every square is how many?
So every
again?
square is 2 meters. So your movement rate for Pack is 10. So basically 5 squares. It's goofy. So your movement's 10. That's 10 meters, but their squares are 2 by 2 meters, and so technically it's 5 squares. And this grid is like way off. So we'll
Okay.
just kind of.
So I think I moved two. I think I moved two already. So, and I can do diagonally, right? So
Yes.
it's like
Yep.
3, 4, 5.
Yep. Perfect. Now
So
you
there
can
you go.
attack. You need to either have a ranged weapon from here, which I don't
Uh-huh.
think you do, or have reach, and you don't.
I don't.
Nope. So your reach would be 2 meters, and so you'd have to be adjacent to him. You could double move if you like, or you could just
Okay.
wait, and if he gets close, maybe you get a
Mhm.
swing.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna wait and look menacing.
Let's go to Swark.
As
menacing as an old duck could be.
an old duck could look. Yes.
Swark, you are up.
Right. Well, given that this ghost wasn't initially going to fight, I still think because my weakness is all monsters are evil must be slain.
Yeah, I think you're not going to stand down from this.
No, I'm gonna. Can I tell if he's undead or demon?
You're pretty sure that he is undead. Just he looks like he is the living dead.
I'm gonna rip out a banish spell on him,
Perfect.
and I'm gonna do it at the next level up. So this will cost me, I think,
That
4
will cost
willpower.
you 4. Yep. So if you click on banish, it will ask you what level you want to cast that at. You just need to make your animism roll, which should be, I think it's a 10. As long as you exceed that, it will deal damage. It will do 3d8 points of damage to this ghost because he is undead. So this is an excellent tactic here.
Yeah, so power level 2, and
In fact,
Yeah,
because you are being thoughtful about how you're going about this, and you know this is an undead, and because you knocked that book off, I'm going to give you a boon on this roll because I think this is a really cool idea here. Oh, sweet. Either one would have made it. So then go ahead and click on roll damage on the chat bar, and it will roll that damage for us. Nice. So I'm going to assign that damage Excellent. He takes full damage from that attack. Aurelius, your turn.
You would not believe my relief when I saw that you had banish.
And Swark, if you
I'm now
want to
going
move,
to-
you can likewise move as well.
Well, yeah, you could do both.
Oh, I can move, can't I? So,
Yes.
the range of a spell is 10 meters. So I'll go to maximum range.
Perfect. So you'd be 5 squares away. So this is where the measure tool can come in handy as well. Here you can measure the 5 squares there, or 10 meters as you need to. Aurelius comes in slashing with his broadsword.
Trying to make him angry, I guess.
13 points of damage. Is your broadsword magical?
Not in the slightest.
It passes completely through his body. He is unaffected by your blade. His turn. Now, monsters in Dragonbane, they automatically hit. There's just a table that you roll on. You have the option to try to dodge or parry if you have not used your action in the turn. We don't know who he's going to attack until I roll his attack. So let's see what he does. It'll be a random attack. Hand of the Dead. The ghost plunges its translucent hand into the chest of an unfortunate player character and squeezes the victim's heart. The character takes 2d10 damage and becomes scared. Armor has no effect. He's going to go after Frostbite. So Frostbite, you have not acted. You can try to dodge this if you want with an evade roll. Otherwise, he is grabbing at your heart.
It's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage. And you evade that. Just as his hand reaches out, you dodge to the side. Unfortunately, that will
Missed
use
me.
your action for the round, but probably
Yep.
well spent. Reginald, hiding back amongst the stacks.
Reginald is going to come up just to where he can see the ghost, and then he's going to take one of the books off the shelves and using his little oil lamp, light it on fire and throw it at the ghost.
Okay, I'll let you do that. You can make a roll for that. I'm going to say it is, well, all of your agility-based combat skills are a 5. So let's do it's probably closest to like a sling. How do you roll a sling on that?
Is sling a specific skill?
It is.
Oh yeah, right there. All right, I see.
Oh, and you got it. Okay. The book will do, I'll roll the damage here, 1d2 plus 1d6 for the fire. The book passes right through him. He takes no damage from the book, but the fire seems to hurt him quite severely, and he does take damage from the fire.
Well, Reginald will give himself a little nod to encourage himself, and then start back behind some books.
And then hide.
Good lad.
The librarian's ghost will attack again. A random attack. A tome whack. An old book flies off a bookshelf and whacks the loudest player character with its cover. The victim takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage and becomes angry. Armor has no effect except Helms. Who would have been... Well, the loudest would have been Pack, because Pack knocked the book over. So this book...
Why not?
is...
Swark knocked the book over.
It's flying...
Yeah, I didn't...
Sorry, yeah, that was Swark, not Pack. Pack was the quietest. Pack had no microphone for a while. So
Yeah, I had no microphone. That's what I was just going to say. I didn't have a microphone. I was definitely the quietest.
So this is coming in at Swark.
Yeah.
Let me.
It's gonna hurt.
You cannot dodge or parry because you've already done that. Suddenly,
Yeah.
As this book flies at you, suddenly the ground shakes under your feet, and for a moment it feels like the whole tower is swaying. You hear a distant rumble, and a sinking feeling settles in the pit of your stomach. The tower is sinking into the sea, but the sound stops as quickly as it started, and the tower stabilizes again. It cannot have sunk more than a few meters. If the legend is true, you only have 1 hour before the rest of the tower disappears beneath the surface. So let me roll this
Oh my
damage,
goodness.
and then I'm going to start. So there was a 1 hour timer that just went off. I'm going to start a second timer here. And I'll make this one, this will be public or private, so that you don't know how much time you have left. And we'll start it. Okay. Perfect. All right, the book comes in 5 points of damage to Swark. You can go ahead and give that to yourself. Frostbite, you have taken your turn to evade, so we go to the next round of combat. It automatically draws initiative cards.
Wait, I want to. Can I use? No, I want to use my veteran, but.
Oh yes, yep. So.
I guess it doesn't matter because I have 3, so it doesn't matter.
So it won't matter. If you want to keep that for next time, let me know and I'll put you back at 3.
Yeah.
Frostbite, you were up first. So you saw that the banish seemed to have effect, as well as the fire from that book. And there is a flaming book that Reginald threw. It probably landed just right over here.
I will look at the Scrivener or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost, if you let yourself be killed by us, there will be no one to write the story of Magdala. Be calm. We will be gone shortly.
Give me a persuasion
Try
roll.
to persuade it. Oh, we're definitely pushing that.
Oh, there we go. He pauses his action. He looks at you. He holds out his hands. Shushes everyone again and nods his head, and he returns back to his book, and you see him scribing, kind of giving you the side eye, like, go ahead and make another sound and see what happens.
I will use my movement.
Okay, go ahead and move.
To get to here.
Just in case. Does anyone else want to continue combat? It looks as though the librarian's ghost is going to chill out a little bit.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, he seems offended by my loud clanking armor, and I don't want him to, cut me in half as soon as I turn around, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
I think he needs to die, but I'm happy to do it on the way back down the tower.
There you go. You put him on your list. Now
he's on my list. Yeah.
Aurelius.
Before I.
Oh, go ahead.
Before we leave, can I go by where the flaming book is and
put it out?
Try to see if I can put it out? Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep. So you pick it up and you just, oh my god, like, how could he do this? And you probably look for Reginald like this is horrible, and you
I feel your pain.
There's an ink well. You could probably pour the ink on the flames to put it out, or maybe smother it with like your cloak. You want to do it quietly.
I kind of smother it with my cloak.
Perfect. As you pat it down, Aurelius kind of nods his gratitude at you, because he wasn't going to touch the flaming book. And then because of that action, he points at the 3 wooden pedestals in front of him. They're each 1 meter high. On each one rests a book with a symbol engraved on the cover. The book to the left has a sword on it. The middle one has a cross, and the one to the right an eye.
So I'm gonna take out of my pocket a silver coin and put it in front of him and take the one with the sword on it.
As you lift the one with the sword, you hear a faint click and a door opens right over here, giving you access to this restricted area of the library.
found the closed stacks.
As you go in there, you find. Oops, I rolled the wrong table. Nope, sorry. Not a trap. It's. Oh my goodness. Come on. Give me a treasure. There we go. There's a chalice in here. This is a valuable chalice worth anywhere from 10 to 30 gold.
Oh, sweet. I turned 1 silver in for 30 gold.
Right. That's a pretty sweet bargain there. Let me dump
Yeah.
this on Pack's character sheet. Nice. You now have a chalice in your inventory. Now, if anyone wants to rest, let's talk about resting because there has been some damage done. You can do what's called a round rest, where you rest for 1 round, 10 seconds, and you can recover willpower points. You can also do a stretch rest, where you rest for 10-15 minutes, and you will recover 1d6 hit points, 1d6 willpower points, and eliminate 1 condition. And then the only other rest would be a shift rest, like you sleep all day. Well, you don't have, all day or all night, I should say. So you'll have a chance to do a stretch rest or a round rest. If anyone wants to do that now, you can do it in this room, or you can wait and see what's ahead. I just know we've got a few people with some damage.
Are we able to do a round rest? I thought that was just in combat.
No, so you can do that outside of combat. In fact, you can do a round rest and a shift rest at the same time, because the shift rest takes 10 or 15 minutes. The round rest is just a few seconds. And then on your character sheet, you'll find the button. It's kind of below your willpower points. There's one that says round rest and one that says stretch rest. And so you can click on those and it will automatically do that for you, if anyone wants to do that now.
I think we should do a shift rest.
Yeah, I think some of you probably need a shift rest. I think Swark is pretty badly damaged. Aurelius is badly damaged. Swark also has treat wounds if you need to.
And I have 2 conditions.
Well, I think a shift rest takes 6 hours, so the tower.
Yeah, we just die.
Finished.
As a lethal rest.
Yeah, so you could do a stretch rest, which is like.
That's right. I meant a stretch. I'm sorry. Yeah, I meant a stretch.
Yeah, we'll be underwater if we fall asleep.
Yeah. But I'm a duck, so whatever.
Yeah,
so we're going to do a round rest and a shift rest.
Yes, you can do them at the same time. One takes 10 seconds, the other takes 15 minutes. So it's just assume that during the 15 minutes you just do the other one as well.
So what's stopping you from doing 5 round tests in a row?
So you can only do 1 round rest per stretch.
Per stretch, yeah. Okay, gotcha. Yep.
How do I get rid of conditions? So I just click it after the.
Yep, go up to the little red dot and just either click or right click. I forget which one it is, but it should take it off.
It did.
Excellent. Cool. We've still got those 2 other books there. You took the one with the sword. There is still one that has an eye and one that has a cross. And you do notice there is the image of the ship on the floor in here. And for some reason, our music stopped. Let's get that going again.
There was also the eye downstairs. Does that look like the same eye you saw swimming?
Yes, it looks like the one in the cellar that both Pack and Frostbite saw. In fact, Reginald is near the book with the eye on it.
There is another concealed room in this big room, but there's 3 books, so I don't know what the third one does. There's one of them's got to be bad guys.
So you have not seen a symbol with a sword or a symbol with a cross, but you have seen a symbol with an eye.
Can I make a languages roll?
Yes. For what purpose?
To see if I can, if I look before I lift them up, if I flip through these books, if I can glean anything important about them.
Yes, go ahead. I'm surprised we haven't rolled a dragon yet. Which book are you picking up, or which one are you flipping through, I should say?
Reginald's going to look through the book with the eye on it first.
This is another untimely death of Magdala, written by Tamandur and the scribe Arletus, which was the same that was the book with the sword. You pick it up off of the pedestal?
I think Reginald would pick it up.
A door opens here in front of Aurelius, and you hear the grinding of stone as a staircase appears at the end of this little hallway. You have found the way out of the library. So, Reginald, give me a Myths and Legend roll. Do you want to push that?
Yeah, I think I'm still scared being close to that ghost. Oh, I'm very scared.
Yeah, you don't know if there's any sort of correlation to any of the previous rooms on this room. You don't know if maybe you've missed a clue. You have no idea. You just somehow I picked this up and it opened up the stairs to the floor above me. Do we head up to the next room?
There's one book left, though, right?
There is one book left. Do you want to lift that book?
I think we found the way out, guys.
Yeah, do you press your luck? There is 49 minutes and 3 seconds left on the timer.
2 out of 3
All
out
right, let's get out of here.
Let's go for the goal. Let's go for the goal.
There is a giant emerald waiting for you up at the top.
Yep.
You make it to the next room as you go up. Let me pull tokens out here. This room. 10 wooden chests are lined up in a fan shape inside the hall, 5 on each side. Along the walls are 5 suits of plate armor armed with tridents. Through the gaps in the armor, you glimpse the shapes of grinning skeletons. A worn mural can be seen on the north wall. Let me post a picture of the mural. This is a painted scene of 2 young people holding hands on a beach. They seem to be surrounded by some kind of magical energy, and they are floating slightly above the ground. They look happy. You notice there is a symbol in the form of a sun carved into the stone floor in the center of the room.
Would those 2 people in that mural be the older versions of the 2 people in the first mural we saw?
Give me a Myths and Legends roll. Do you want to push that score?
No.
It's likely, it's possible. It could just be a different boy and girl from the earlier mural. You're not certain.
Yeah.
Were they human? I didn't see
Yes.
close enough. Were they?
They were human. What is Aurelius doing?
Okay, we got 5.
I think he's just looking around warily, waiting to see what the wiser members of the party does.
So you're standing near this suit of armor with a trident, and you can see the grinning skeleton inside, immobile, unmoving. You don't even know if it's alive or just a skeleton standing silent vigil.
So we run into an eye, a hand, a ship, and a sun now.
Yep.
Can I do a Myths and Legends to see if this is some old tale I've heard of?
Yes, please do. Oh man.
Holy
Never heard of it.
moly.
Someone's gonna roll a dragon at some point.
I thought that was so clever, but obviously not very clever.
Yeah, you think it's just unique styles? Maybe there's some tale, but it's probably just this was his sunroom, and the other one was the one that reminded him of boats, and the other one reminded him of hands or eyes. It was
So
a
I'm
very,
gonna
very
really
clever
invest.
idea.
I
Yes.
want to investigate these boxes that look like coffins.
Yeah, give me. No, you can do an awareness, which is just kind of a quick glance, or a spot hidden is like a good study, a good search. It takes a little bit
Okay,
longer.
let's see which one's better. I'm gonna do spot hidden,
Okay.
and I don't get it.
Well, you notice that the chests are of different lengths,
Mhm.
and there's 5 on either side.
Do the links match up? I mean, look like, you know, the big ones match. They match. Are they like mirror images of one another?
Yes, they are. There is symmetry. Reginald, you detect that there is some sort of... These chests are not locked, but there is some sort of mechanical catch on all of the chests. As though if you were to open it, much like those pressure plates, something bad could happen if it's not done correctly.
Well, we should be cautious with these here chests or coffins. They appear to have a trap placed on them.
Can you disable them?
I believe they're unlocked, but there seems to be some sort of contraption.
Do you...
Oh, yeah. Can you disable that contraption?
Yeah, if you can make a sleight of hand roll, you could try to disable the contraption on one of the chests if you like.
Yeah, I will try it. I'll go to this first one here. That one.
Do you push that roll?
Yeah, I think I maybe am a little sickly. While we were resting, I had some duck bread, and it wasn't very good, a little moldy.
And you were doing this one here, this chest here?
Yes, trying to disarm that.
You managed to disarm it, but in the process of touching it, you see the 5 statues begin to slowly sway as they come to life. And before you can open that chest and peer inside, you find yourself embroiled in yet another combat. So, if we go to the 2 crossed swords, you'll be able to, let me reset the initiative deck, you'll be able to click on the hand of cards and it will draw a card for you. That will be your initiative order. And Pack, Aurelius, and Swark, you can go ahead and draw your initiative, or I can do it for you.
Oh dear. How's it 2 10s?
So just explain how I do that again.
Oh yeah, so if you go in the upper right, there's the 2 crossed swords next to the chat button. You click on that and it will show all of the combatants, and there should be a little hand of cards next to your character. Just click on the hand of cards.
Sorry, I just had to drag the screen down a bit longer.
Oh, no problem, no problem.
Because I popped it out and it popped out with, because there's 5 skeletons, it was a long list.
Too large for you.
Okay, we're good.
Reginald, you are up first. Now, you can trade your initiative cards with another player if you
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I want to trade my initiative with Aurelius.
Okay, let me... let's see. So
Thinking about my positioning, I did kind of lock myself into where I'm at here, and there's more of them on the bottom, but, you know.
Well, I'm hoping if Aurelius can get himself freed up, then Reginald can hide behind him.
Aurelius, you are up.
Alrighty. Oh, well, that's a good start.
There's a dragon.
Excellent. So when you roll a dragon in combat, you have a choice. You can either do double damage or you can ignore armor. So you just did double damage. Or you can do a free attack on an enemy within 2 meters. Tell me, Aurelius, how do you destroy this skeleton?
Right. So, I mean, this combat happened pretty suddenly, and I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on. So I think I was just studying the skeleton, and then, like, it just started, like, moving, and I think I just quickly killed it. Just more of a cat reflex kind of thing.
Just swiped at it with your sword, decapitated it. You can move if you like.
Yeah, there is still that guy to the top left, but
Yes.
all I'm going to do is move down 1.
And skeleton number 5 will go. Now his movement rate is 8, so he can move 4 squares. He will go to the closest. One more. No. Come on, not that one. That one, right there. He is going to attack Aurelius with his trident. As he lashes in at you, come on. Oh. There we go. That is a hit. You do have damage. You cannot block or parry because you've already taken your action. So as he rolls damage, you will take 7, but you have armor. Let me apply this to you, and it will take your armor into account. And you block all of it. Pack, your turn. Just have melee weapons. Is that the end of your turn, Pack? Uh-oh, did we lose Pack again?
Oh, he's muted.
Oh, he's muted.
Can you hear us? He could just be FK.
Could be.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, sorry.
Okay, there we go. Perfect.
Sorry about that. It's funny because I was. Okay, so yeah. So I'm gonna go stay next. I want to go back up Frostbite, so I can just position next to Frostbite.
Oh, sweet.
Excellent. And that's not my that's not my action, right? That's so I can hold for a parry or a dodge.
Yeah. So normally that would be your action. You would do it on your 1 turn.
Okay.
But I will let you hold that for a parry or a dodge if the guy comes up to you. Just for this round, because it's kind of lame to not get to do anything. We're here to have fun, so let's have fun with it. Swark, your turn.
But normally I
you would have to do it all.
My move would have been.
Yep, your move and action has to take place on the same turn. But you can do partial move, attack, and then continue moving. But you can't. Normally, you can't go out of order. You can't split your action. You could.
You can also
your initiative.
dash.
Yeah, you could dash. You could double move if you want, or you could trade your initiative card with like Frostbite and let Frostbite go first, and then you could take your action.
Okay. So just for clarification, though, since I moved, I wasn't able to hold.
Right.
For a parry or a dodge. Okay.
Right.
Cool. That's what I want to just figure that. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. Swark, your turn. These are undead. Your banish seemed to work quite well against the ghost.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'll use banished again. And I'll just do a level 1 banish.
That should be ample.
Saving the willpower here. And I'll hit the one right near me.
Okay. Oh, that's a success. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh, they have 8 hit points. So you deal 7 hit points to this guy. So he staggers from your wound, but it's not quite enough to drop him.
Alright, and I'll just move back
Okay.
to be maximum distance from him.
Perfect. This skeleton is going to come up onto Frostbite, stabbing with his trident. Frostbite, do you want to parry or dodge, or take the hit?
I'll take it. Take the hit.
For a whopping 8 points of damage, I can go ahead and apply that to you.
Sure.
And you take 6. Your armor blocked 2 of that. And this one is coming at the old duck.
All right. And is it evade that I roll?
Yeah, so you could make an evade. Well, actually, you won't need to because he missed.
Okay, cool.
And then Frostbite, your turn, and then Reginald will go next.
I just did the classic Donald Duck raspberry edit, so
Nice.
just for context.
Right. I'll take a step back.
So to take a step back, you'll need to make an evade roll. It's not part of your action, but it's if you fail that, then he gets to hit you. It's kind of like disengaging from combat. Yep, you got it. So you can continue moving and take your action if you like.
So this is the one that's on Death's Door, up next to
Next to Aurelius.
Aurelius.
Yep, this one right up here.
All right. I'll take out my hand crossed bow and take a shot at him.
Nice.
Oh, let me target him.
Do you want to push that roll?
Jeez. Yeah.
This
Getting
is like
angry.
horrible
Yeah.
rolling tonight. It's not usually this bad. There we go. There we go. All right. So you need to do at least, I was going to say 2 points of damage because these guys only take half damage from piercing. So you managed to fell that one.
Right. And Pack is a mariner or
Peck is a
with
fighter.
I'm a fighter.
a fighter? Okay, so you've got some ability to tank these things.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. I got a big old mace with their name on it.
All right. I'm more of a scholar.
So yeah, maybe.
So I'm
let
gonna-
Peck-
You just tell us what to do.
Yeah, I'll continue with.
Reginald.
So basically, I charged in
well,
to come
I-
help you, and you
Then he
abandoned me.
bolts.
Yeah.
I will come up here, and can I find an improvised weapon on the
Yeah,
floor?
Let me.
Some debris, perhaps?
Let me find the table here, and we can do that. I think I've got it here. Let me pull it from the rollable tables. Improvised weapon. Give me an awareness roll. Let's see what you find. Okay, I'm going to say it's not burning firewood, it's just firewood.
Maybe I set it on fire with my oil lamp.
You do have your oil lamp, so now you've got a flaming stick. So you can hit an enemy within 2 meters. This attack hits automatically and inflicts 2d6 fire damage plus your damage bonus. This can be dodged or parried. So basically, you just pick up this.
Can I just throw it?
Yeah. Give me to throw it. Give me a roll for that. That's going to be like your. Give me a strength roll.
Strength or-
Yeah, give me a strength roll.
Okay.
It says it hits automatically, but I want to give you a little bit of a chance here. There we go. All right. So 2d6 on that guy. Do you want to roll that?
Sure.
Damage. Nice.
And then Reginald's gonna scramble around back behind the knight.
Nice. Does anyone want to use veteran to keep your initiative order?
I do.
Okay.
So
your
I go
initiative
to 5. Oh, I thought it was 3.
5. Or sorry, yeah, 3 willpower points. You are correct.
Okay, so I gotta go to where? Oh, there are willpower
Your
points.
abilities.
How do I?
Just right or
Oh
left,
yeah,
left
I
click
got
them
it.
and it should go down. So then I'm going to
And then
put you back at initiative 5. So let me put
Veteran's
you
only
back
one
there.
willpower point.
Or yes, sorry, thank you. 1 willpower. Sorry, I was looking at your initiative number and trying to sort it from there.
so. Oh, I see now. Here's willpower point. Got it.
All right,
So
let me put
now I'm
your
done.
initiative back there.
Oh, it didn't go down to 11 though. That's weird. Was it 13 before? Oh, darn it! I hit 2 on accident.
Yeah, it should only be 1.
Okay, can I unclick it? Nope, it keeps putting them in there. Sorry, I can't unclick those willpower hashes on my
right
name.
click, I think it'll do it.
Oh, it does. I'm sorry. You're right. All right, I said 1. But it didn't go down in the box. I'm still at 12, so I just have to remember 11. I guess it doesn't matter. I got it. I can do math. Math's hard. Okay. Don't tell me that one in front of me is 3.
Oh, it is actually. Yeah. Let me.
Of course it is. Yeah. Wonderful. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's only got 1 hit point.
Update your initial card here. Okay, it's not gonna let me do it. Okay, you're gonna go before Frostbite. It's gonna put you at 10, but you'll be before Frostbite. So the skeleton number 3 will step up, and he is going to attack.
So what am I? My 3 still? Like it says here.
Sorry, what was that again? Are you there?
I'm losing you.
Uh-oh. Can you
You're
guys
like-
hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, you're cutting up a bit, but I can hear you now.
Okay, you
Yeah.
can hear me now? This one
Yeah.
is coming in at Pack. Pack, do you want to dodge or parry this attack? It will take your action.
Yeah. I am going to. Where are my hit points at? 15. Yeah, I'll dodge it. I mean, I'll parry it. I mean, because what do you do with the shield? Like, I can't remember. The shield is a parry, right?
So the shield only lets you parry ranged weapons. So if you want
that's right.
to parry, then you can actually swing your weapon, or you can use your evade. You're looking at your skills for Pack. Your evade is 12. So actually it would be either or. You can either parry or evade. It'll be the same. You need to roll a 12 or less. With the parry, there's a chance of some damage being done to weapons. They have durability.
Yeah. I'll evade then.
Okay, go ahead and make an evade roll. Perfect. So you got it, and then you can move up to 2 meters, so 1 square with a successful dodge. So you could actually try to maybe back up. It would be your turn, but you just used your action to evade. Skeleton number 4. This one's badly wounded. He is going to step up, and he's going to come at you as well. Oh!
Of course he does.
Of course. He's going to ignore your armor. Oh, jeez. Let me assign this damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just took 11 points of damage. Swark, it is your turn.
Yep. I think I will probably just try to hit the one that almost took out Pack.
Okay. He's down to like a
Um,
single hit point, so any damage to him should finish him.
Yeah,
Banish
I'm just
seems
wondering.
to work well.
Yeah, I was thinking, knowing that he's so low with my staff, but I don't want to get too close to these things, so I might just one shot with Banish.
Do you want to push that roll?
He's only on 1 point, isn't he?
He is.
I will push the roll and become angry because I hate monsters and I only want to kill.
That is precisely what
Thank
you
you.
would do. And you got a
And-
dragon. So you can
Nice.
either regain the willpower points that you just spent, or you can immediately cast another spell, like another Banish, and get a Bane on the roll.
I think you should just run another Banish and get rid of the one that's right.
That's what I would do. So
Go another Banish, you reckon, guys?
So on the chat bar, you can click on, you can immediately cast another spell. If you do another Banish, it would be spectacular.
Yeah, I'll do another Banish. So
Oh yeah, because of angry.
I have to roll again, don't I?
Yep. So you'll just like you're casting the spell again.
And then just roll straight for that. Click that bit.
Yep. Perfect. So you take out that guy.
Yep. And then I'll take out another one, wouldn't I?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You get to
Yeah.
recast Banish.
Wait. Oh, so I have to recast Banish now, don't
Yep.
I?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So go to my Banish roll. Sorry. I'm with you now. Sorry. Oh, I did roll a Bane. Yep, cool.
Yep.
Me.
Do you want to push that?
No.
Okay. Then we go to Frostbite. Oh, you want to double weapon damage with your hand crossbow?
Yeah, might as well.
Oh,
So
wow.
They're heavily armored.
Oh, okay. Tell me how you take this one out.
The hand crossbow bolt hits a rib, bounces off 6 other ribs, and he just crumbles.
Just ricochets in through the rib cage. Aurelius, can you
Skeletal
end this
pinball.
battle? Before
Oh, that's
Reginald
good. Yeah, I
has
should-
to set
Oh,
something
thank
else on
God I can reach
fire.
him. I'm a very fat cat. I really can't move that far, but thankfully I can move just enough. I feel bad leaving Reginald, but thankfully there's just one now. When there was 3, I was like, how can I move without leaving at least one person open here?
Uh-huh.
But that makes things a lot
Well,
easier.
Frostbite did it, so I'm sure you could do it too. Nice. Go ahead and roll damage. So he's got nice. Excellent. The battle is ended. You are victorious. But there's still a matter of these chests. It would seem that there is some mystery here to be solved. What it is, you're not sure, but Reginald, give me a Myths and Legends roll. Do you want to push that?
Yeah, I think Reginald's a little
Or do you want
disheartened.
to use intuition?
I'll just go with that
Okay,
push.
that'll work.
Push roll.
You seeing these statues makes you think of the statues you saw in the room down below. That maybe that's the key to this. Is there something with those statues that would involve 5 and 5?
Well, they did both have their hands up, so it definitely could have something to do with the fingers they were holding up.
Mate, is the coffins represent fingers?
I think that's what Reginald thinks.
There is 20 minutes and 31 seconds left before the tower sinks. Do you recall how the statues looked? Which statues were holding which fingers?
Can I make an intelligence roll to see if I do?
Yes.
The man was holding like his index finger up.
Yes. So this
And
is what
the
the man
woman-
looked like.
The woman had like the 2 middle fingers, like not the little pinky finger, but the next two.
This was what the woman looked like. It looks like it's her middle and her ring finger.
Interesting. She has her hand in her other sleeve too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Reginald's going to go over to this coffin here that would be the man's finger, and
If the
he'll
little
lift
one is
the
his
lid
thumb.
on that one.
That one opens.
No. The
Oh, yeah.
this one right here.
Yep, okay, got you. That one opens, and you find perfume. 10 doses of perfume. Just what Reginald wanted. Let me dump that.
It smell
onto
really
the
Exactly.
page.
Yes.
There, you've got some perfume.
It will serve well. Serve him well.
Frostbite, open that middle chest.
Yep.
The middle chest.
Hopefully, it's 10 doses of healing potion.
Right. That'd be way better than perfume. It's a light warhammer. Does anyone want a
Actually,
light warhammer?
Hey,
Frostbite,
I love
perfume.
hammers.
I have a hammer.
Let me give that to Pack. And then do we do another chest? Or another coffin?
This one, right?
Yeah. Let's see what's in there. Oh, 160 copper coins, which sounds like a lot, but it's like 1.6 gold pieces.
Silver. Or
Or,
gold.
Yeah, 16 silver pieces or 1.6 gold. So, but I'll throw those copper coins over onto Frostbite. So you now have 160 copper coins and 6 silver. Don't spend it all in one place. But when when you open those 3 chests, a rumbling sound is heard as a stone staircase unfolds from the south wall of the room.
Woohoo!
Rapidly ascending the stairs, you find yourselves in a strange library.
Does anybody have any healing? Does anybody have any Can I do a healing roll?
So Swark has treat wounds. Swark can heal some hit points.
Okay.
Happy to do that if you write down.
Oh, I'm down to 1, so that'd be wonderful.
Okay.
Or no, I'm down to 4. I'm down to 4. Sorry.
Yeah, you probably still need a heal.
Yeah.
Let me practice this skill. All right, here we go.
Yeah, so click on treat wounds. You can decide what level you want to do that at.
I'm
what is
down
it? It's
to 6 hit points.
I think you started at 6 hit points.
It's
Yeah.
2d6. Yeah, so 2d6 will probably be enough. So here we go. I've got a bane because I'm angry. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Shouldn't have picked angry. What's angry linked to intellect? Is this an intellect?
Yeah,
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll give it a try go anyway.
It could.
Ugh.
Do you want to push that roll?
Is there any chance that Reginald might have a book, like a medicinal book, and he could give that to Swark for this to
Sure. Give yourself advantage on that
perhaps
roll.
be a little easier?
You open it up to
It'll just negate the bane.
to the patching up wounds. This entire floor is framed by wooden shelves and workbenches littered with broken glass and what appears to be remnants of old experiments. In the center of the room is a 2-meter-high arched iron cage, and in the darkness inside, you see some sort of symbol on the floor. Let me send you a picture of the symbol.
So did I get healed at all? Sorry, I'm just.
He hasn't cast that yet.
Oh, okay,
No.
okay.
No, I didn't. I didn't push it,
Okay.
but I can.
Okay.
I can cast it again. Okay. If I cast it again, that would cost me willpower.
That's
I
fine.
don't think it's worth it when I've got a Bane.
And I can't use healing, right? Or can
Right.
I?
Have you already
Like
done
skill.
your stretch rest? So the healing is just to prevent you from like dying. Have you done your stretch rest yet?
Yeah, I did it last time. We all decided to do that.
Okay.
And got rid of. Okay.
There's a serpent in here.
Yep, there's that symbol of some sort of serpent on the
Yeah.
ground. Now,
Or
Reginald,
dragon,
Like
or whatever.
where you are standing, you see a bottle on one of the workbenches that looks to be completely intact and contains a clear red liquid. You suspect that this might be something magical.
Does it resemble anything that I may have a drawing of in my little booklet?
Give me an intelligence roll.
Oh.
As you don't find it in your booklet, but looking amongst all the papers in here, you find some documents. Give me a languages roll as you try to decipher these documents. This it says that the glass bottle with the clear red liquid, that this contains shrinking magic, that whoever drinks the elixir immediately shrinks to about the height of 10 centimeters. You also determine that the shrinking magic can be broken by bringing the object into contact with water.
This could be useful. I will pocket the potion and the papers. I'll just stuff them into my little book.
Perfect. Aurelius, you see over where you are a jar containing many that look to contain rotten organic matter, but you see one that contains a living spider inside that jar.
Love.
Let me put this onto Reginald. And let me... Do you want to take that jar with the spider, Aurelius?
I feel like I probably wouldn't. I mean, what used to have for a spider?
And Swark, you find on the table in front of you a jar that many contain the remains of small model ships, but in the center you see an intact ship in a bottle. And this ship is amazingly detailed and must have been made by a true master. It is in fact a real ship by all accounts. Looking at it, it just looks as though it's miniaturized. And taking into account the information that Reginald has discovered, you wonder if this isn't indeed a real ship. Do you want to take that?
Yeah, I'll take the ship and I'll make sure it doesn't get in contact with water until I want it to.
Perfect. Does anyone want to take the spider?
Yeah, I've got a pet
I
raven.
think Reginald is he's rather interested in beast lore, so he will take that jar with him.
If Frostbite wanted one as well, I could say there's another one there. Just 'cause
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
your raven might
I was
nibbling on there.
Yeah, I was just gonna get it to feed the raven with.
As you
And
lift the
can I-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I'll let you finish this and then I'll ask.
No, go ahead. This would be a perfect time.
Okay. With my as an old grizzled veteran fighter, I've probably come across many healing potions in my life, I'm hoping that I might, and wondering if there's anything that resembled anything like that in this laboratory.
Give me a spot.
I'm just
hidden
kind of
roll.
looking around. Okay. So now spot hidden. There you go. 7.
Hey, you do indeed find something. You find a potion of healing. Let me put that into your inventory. And you know that you could drink that and restore some of your vitality. Now,
So let's see. I just click it, and is there a
yeah, so
use
if
somewhere?
you, I think you,
X.
do you right click it? No. Well, if you want to drink it, you'll restore 2d6 hit points, so we can go ahead and just roll that. And we'll see what you restore.
I would like to drink it.
I think now would be a
Oh my
time as any.
goodness. And I roll a 2. That's not cool. All right.
Well, you can recover 2 hit points. Don't say I'm not
Yeah,
generous.
there you go. You're very generous. Thank you.
When you lift the ship in the bottle, you hear a rumbling sound, and the staircase to the next floor unfolds. And you know you've got but scant time left, so let us tarry to the next room. You know you must be near the top of the tower, perhaps one additional floor, and you'll be at the top. Let me pull everyone out here. This room, there is a large bed in the room. There are curtains that stretch across all of the walls, blocking out all of the light. Only the light from Reginald's little oil lamp shines through here. And grab my notes. This room, heavy dark drapes cover the windows, casting the entire floor in shadow and gloom. Against the north wall stands a grand 4-poster bed whose closed curtains conceal its interior. On the south wall is another mural. Let me post that mural. In the 4 corners of the room you can make out the contours of huge, terrifying figureheads in the forms of beasts with grinning jaws. These are much like the ones that you found in the cellar and used to solve the puzzle in the first room. The 4-poster bed has its curtains down. You cannot see what is in there. How do you proceed?
I want to go to like the closest window drape, see if I can pull it away to get some light in there.
Yeah, you pull apart the drapes, and as you do, you notice that this figure up here in the corner crumbles into dust.
Crumbles into dust?
Crumbles
okay.
into dust.
I don't like
Nice.
light. Regarding the bed, I just wonder if I could use a magic trick and flick the curtain up so we just get a little bit of a peep without standing next to it.
Yeah, you can do that. As you do that, you see the body of an old man in death's repose, laying in this bed. His body is uncorrupted. But as soon as the drape to his bed is touched, the 3 other figureheads in the corners begin to move and come to life. And we are in another battle. Let's go ahead and do initiative from the little crossed swords. Oops, let me reshuffle the deck. There we go. Now try that. If Aurelius and Swart can draw their cards, we'll get started. Enchanted figurehead number 2 is first. He begins to lumber towards Frostbite. And in fact, he has to dash, so he doesn't get to attack, but he gets right up next to Frostbite. Frostbite, your turn.
Well, gonna take Q from the duck, and I'm gonna open this curtain.
Give me an evade roll as you step away from the figurehead.
Sure.
Nice. This one down in the bottom left-hand corner crumbles to dust. Reginald.
Well, I'm gonna keep moving, but that's it.
Yep, go ahead. Reginald, you're up.
Reginald will trade with Aurelius. Or actually, well, it's just one
Yeah.
turn. Well, instead, Reginald is going to dash over to these curtains and light them on fire.
So those curtains have been opened.
Oh, well then these curtains down
Yep.
here.
So as you
Okay.
begin to light them on fire and the daylight begins to creep in, this one in the corner crumbles to dust. Aurelius.
Right. Okay, so it's just this dude up here.
Yep.
Again, I can just reach him. He's my one lucky fat cat.
You're welcome. I made him come toward me.
Nice.
Noise.
Roll damage. Excellent. He takes a mighty blow. Pack, your turn.
Well, I can get to him too, and I'm tired of getting hit by creatures. I'm gonna use my ill-tempered
Nice.
ability
So
as
get a
well.
boon on that.
Yeah, hold on, let me go activate that one.
So you will become angry.
Yes. Yes. And then gotta click angry. Boom. Close. And then I gotta attack with my
Your morning star or your light
morning
hammer?
my morning star.
So that does more damage.
So I haven't attacked anybody yet with anything, so am I just clicking
So-
I click the morning star.
So you can just click the morning star. In Foundry, if you want, you can target that guy. You'll hover over him and then push T.
Okay.
And then it will show like 4 little triangles or in the corners. There you
Okay.
go. Now he's targeted. Now when you
Yeah.
attack, it will assign the damage directly to him. So then go
Okay.
ahead and just
So-
click on your morning star.
Click on my morning star
And
and
then, ask
then
if you have any boons or banes. You give yourself a boon because of the ill-tempered.
oh wait, I'm clicking on the inventory morning star, not the morning star my
yep,
skills.
yep, from the main page.
Sorry.
Well, from the
Yeah.
main page, you click on your weapon, and it will do it.
And then maybe got it. Okay. And I have a boon. Boom. 1 boon. And I have 1. And I'm exhausted anyway, so. And I want to attack. Cool. There you go. Why do I only have 1?
So you are exhausted, and so it canceled your boon, and your bane canceled out.
That's-
If you want to
Oh,
push
my goodness.
that, you will still have your boon from ill-tempered.
I'm pushing it because I'm angry. 'Cause I'm mad. And I'm gonna, I'll choose that one. Control.
Sweet. Oh, you got him. All right, because you needed a 12 and you rolled a 12.
Roll damage.
Yep, you just click on roll
Nice.
damage. Excellent, and then I will assign that to him.
It only did 5 points of damage. Oh,
And his armor
Telling me.
blocked some of it. Swart.
yeah, I figured that.
What does Swark do?
Which curtains haven't been opened?
The ones at the north end, the ones at the top of the room.
I
You could
can't
use
make it in
your,
one
you
movement.
could use fetch and make it open the curtains. Or flick.
Yeah, I'm just
Ooh.
how fetch. I've got fetch. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that might work I'll just see if that the light from that side does it. So I'll use that. So that's just a magic trick. So it uses the willpower, but automatically works. Right, so I do that to pull the curtain up.
And in doing so, the figurehead crumbles to dust.
I don't know why you bother fighting these guys. You know,
just
you know,
open the curtains.
just open the curtains, guys.
I'm an ill-tempered duck. What do you expect?
Yeah, you kind of have to do it, I think.
Yeah, I kind of have to. Yeah. Well, I did get one with the curtains first time. So.
You did.
I don't know.
That was like
these humans
absolutely
aren't
luck.
used to working.
Reginald, why are you setting everything on fire?
Yeah, Reginald's a pyromaniac.
Like,
Yeah, it seems to have worked well so far.
When the
Reginald, the plump pyromaniac, you know.
when the fourth grate is moved, the stairs to the top floor activate. The timer just went off. So let me take us to the last room, and let me pull out tokens, and then it's going to be a little chaotic.
Are we on the roof or in a room?
You are on the roof. So you have made it to the end, at the very end of time. Let me get you up here. Let me describe what you see, and then I'll tell you what happens. So, let's see. We got to get some fancy end game music going here. Not this dreary stuff.
I don't hear the music when you say you're playing it, which is interesting.
So if you go to the musical notes, the little icon, you should
I
have
see it.
control.
Now I
you
see.
should be able to raise or lower that as you need. Let's get some. There we go. Okay, let me tell you what we see. The top of the tower consists of a large glass dome, bathed in an unnatural green light. Outside the dome, the sea extends in all directions, and a balcony runs around the tower. In the center of the room is a stone podium on which two brightly luminous emerald-like stones are resting. Excuse me. Let me go back to that. In the center of the room, is a stone podium on which two brightly luminous emerald-like stones are resting. At the northern end of the floor is a black stone sarcophagus. There's a relief on the outside of the sarcophagus that depicts a beautiful young woman. Sorry, I can't drink water and talk at the same time. Okay. There's a relief on the sarcophagus that depicts a beautiful young woman. This is the same woman from the murals that you have noticed in the tower. There is the two twin stones on the podium look completely identical. There is an image of a demon under the western stone and an image of a serpent or dragon under the eastern one. Let me get to what happens as the tower sinks. One moment. Okay. When the 2 hours have passed, the tower begins to sink rapidly. One floor is immediately swallowed by the sea, then another one at the beginning of each round. Okay, perfect. One of the floors has already sunk, and so you have 6 rounds before you are in the water. You're plunging down rapidly. So you can see in front of you, you have a emerald with a demon under it, an emerald with a dragon or serpent under it, and the sarcophagus up here.
When you say under it, you mean like under on the podium, like etched on the podium?
Yes,
or
yes, correct.
Okay.
What do you do?
Reginald wants to use his intuition to determine how these emeralds work.
An excellent use of intuition. So you spend the willpower points. You now begin to understand the mysteries of the tower. That the wizard Commander and his sister Magdala lived happily together for quite some time. That they lived by the sea in great happiness until one day pirates arrived and must have destroyed her. That must have been the wizard Commander downstairs in the room with the bed, and this must be his sister Magdala. You know that every room has had puzzles, and every room has had a marking on the floor. And because there are a brother and sister, 2 people, every floor, the marking corresponds to the floor 2 floors above. So whatever was on the floor 2 floors below here is the key to solving this puzzle.
Would I recall? I believe it was the serpent. Would Reginald recall that?
You would recall that. And the tower sinks 1 level. What is everyone else doing as the tower begins to rapidly descend into the water?
Yeah, I suppose
I'm
I
gonna
might just
go
go look over the edge, like in terror. Water's bad.
Who has the boat?
I'm gonna check out the sarcophagus.
Yeah, who does have the boat? Who
Yeah.
that?
I have a boat, a mini boat.
So,
Yeah.
Aurelius, you are looking over the edge of the tower. You see a shadow beginning to arrive at the tower under the water, and a massive serpent rises up from the water. This thing can rise completely to the level of the tower. This must be 150 feet long, or even longer. It rises up with water and seaweed draped across it. Its deep booming voice rattles your bones as the very tower rattles as it sinks. It looks deep into Aurelius's eyes and says, "I, Krakul, have come to reclaim my eye." And you see that his left eye is missing. There is just a hole of scabbed over skin where his left eye once was. "You made a promise. You accepted my offer. Now, give me my eye before you die."
It's the guy in the boat. It's the guy in the boat.
One of these emeralds is his eye, and we get to keep the other one.
Yeah, there you go.
If his voice is booming, would I assume Reginald would hear what he just said?
Yes, you would have heard that.
I will just pocket both of these emeralds and start making my way over to him.
What is Frostbite doing while this happens?
He's popping open the sarcophagus.
Popping open the sarcophagus. Okay.
There's a lot going on right now.
It will be a strength roll with a bane to remove the lid.
Is Reginald jumping in the water?
He's just getting close to the edge.
Gotcha.
So you are trying to get this open. Okay. Dang, this is gonna suck. Touching the interior of the sarcophagus immediately triggers a magical trap that causes a heavy iron manacle to close around the adventurer's wrist. This is attached to the sarcophagus. And so you are now attached to this giant iron sarcophagus. The tower is sinking.
Perfect.
What is Pack doing?
I'm going to use my Morning Star to see if I can smash a weak point in the chain so it disengages of Frostbite.
So go ahead and give me a roll. This chain has an armor rating, and it does have hit points, so it can be done.
Okay, so I can use my Morning Star. Boom.
That is a success. Roll damage.
I'm going to roll damage.
Had you rolled a demon, you probably would have hit Frostbite like right in the face.
I figured that.
So 9 damage. So these manacles have an armor of 10, and so it's not enough to get through the armor of this as you smash it. What is Swark doing? This is round number 2 of 6 that you have left.
I'm going to try to negotiate and start a discussion with the old man, who now looks like a serpent.
Perfect.
And
I'm going to put us all into initiative order just so we can keep track of what actions we've taken. I'm going to draw cards for everybody right there. Okay. So then after Swark, after you do this, we'll go to the next round. So you're going to start a conversation with him.
yeah, and just sort of suggest that there's a way that we can both win this situation.
Now, did you take the emeralds, both of them?
Reginald.
No, Reginald did.
Reginald did.
Reginald.
So
Yeah.
if you take the one with the demon, the tower begins to sink, but it's already sinking, so it's you get to pocket it. Let's go to round 3. Krakul's turn.
Did I have any success talking to him?
Give me a persuasion roll. Krakul says, "We made a bargain. You took what was mine. Do you want to push that?"
I will. Oh, it says I'm already exhausted. That's not right. But my character sheet says I'm angry.
Yes. Let me see if I.
That's just give me the option. Okay, cool.
Oh, now you're exhausted. Okay. He says, You have accepted what I offered, but I am listening. What is your bargain? That now you have changed the deal.
I don't think we've really changed the deal. We're going to give you your eye, and we're going to keep the other gem. It seems fair.
I have no problem with this, he says. Reginald, your turn.
Well, Reginald will come up to the edge and hold out the gem that he got from the serpent symbol.
Krakul leans his head in close. His hot breath blasts your feathers. You can smell death in his mouth as he leans down low and places his heavy head on the tower, even as it is sinking. As the tower is shaking as you approach, your hands are shaking as you approach. Give me an agility roll to put the eye in place. Do you want to push that?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
So you're struggling to maintain your footing. You're not able to get the eye in this round. Pack, what do you do?
I'm gonna keep smashing on the manacles.
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Okay. Rollsy.
Do you want to push that?
Jeez. Yes.
Ugh.
Oh man.
We may have to cut Frostbite's hand off. Swart.
Yeah, looks like we might.
Your turn.
I'm going to. Can I assist some who was giving the eye, putting the eye into the socket?
Reginald?
Can I go there and can I assist Reginald doing that?
Yes. So go ahead and move up to Krakul, and then you can give me an agility roll as you are steadying him and helping him to put that eye in place. Ooh. If you roll a demon, the eye gets dropped into the water.
Ooh.
I'll go. Oh, if I go dazed, then that will affect
That will
my
affect
ability
your
roll.
roll, yeah.
I probably don't need charisma anymore. I'll go disheartened because I failed that.
Right. Oh. Aurelius.
Okay. Yeah. Can I assist with these chains?
Yep, you can make an attack roll. They have armor rating of 10 and 20 hit
Oh,
points.
wow.
So it is doable.
Okay, so yeah, it's doable, but not likely.
Yep. May take
Has
several
it been
whacks
hit?
here. It has been hit, but no damage.
Yeah. I only have 2d6, so I'm almost certainly not going to be able to damage it. And if I do, it'll be 2 damage at most. It has 20 health.
Yep.
Let's just take the sarcophagus with us. This is not possible.
Oh, it's possible. It's not probable.
Yeah, if you get a dragon, you'll do double damage, and you can
Oh, there
ignore
you go.
armor. So just roll a couple of dragons.
Oh, sorry, I rolled the. That was weird. I don't know why that happened. What? I just manually did that.
Manually just rolled the damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know why I didn't even do the d20. I just assumed I hit. That ain't right.
Yeah, let's try
There
that.
we go.
Try that again. Oh, I thought that was a dragon.
I am 14, so it hits.
Yeah,
It does 2 damage to the 10 damage armor.
which does nothing.
Correct.
Frostbite, your turn.
Looks at you two. I have no melee weapons.
No, yeah.
Creature, snap these chains from me, and I will be happy to replace your eye.
Give me a persuasion roll. We go to the next round. Krakul is getting irritated that it's taking so long to get the eye, and the tower has sunk another floor. So by now, the library is underwater, as is the next room. I think it was the treasure. The treasure room is beginning to fill with water. The one with the coffins. I will do as you ask. But if you betray me, know that I will kill each and every one of you. And he leans in and snaps his teeth carefully around the chain, almost hooking the manacle chain on the tip of one of his teeth. And as he chomps down, let me see what his damage is here. Let's do 3d8 slashing damage. So he does one.
So it does 1 point of damage. Yeah. 10 armor. It's crazy.
If you can get the eye in there, he'll bust it open. Swark, your turn. So you sense that he's rather irritated at having to do this, and it looks like he can't see well because you kind of the side you're on makes it difficult for him to see. If he gets his eye in there, you think he could probably get that open.
Swark, you want to trade with me? I can definitely get the agility.
Let me.
I'm asking.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy to trade places. I was just also wondering whether this is all a trick, and we should be putting the demon in his eye to destroy him, rather than enabling him to see and get control.
He's my only hope of getting out of here.
And he's his only hope. So.
Just putting the question out there. I'll go whatever Reginald says. He's the smartest.
Frostbite. If you trade with Swark, you can go now. You grab the eye, and easily slip it into place, knowing that this is your lifeline. Aurelius, what do you do? Does Aurelius try and help get the chain open?
Well, might as well.
No. Now, Swark, it's your turn. The eye has been put back.
Yeah. I'm going to just come back, and I'm going to basically sit underneath Frostbite. And so if we sink, the little miniature ship will become a big ship, and it'll manifest underneath Frostbite and the coffin, and hopefully we'll end up on the ship.
Oh, good, yeah.
Does that make sense, what I'm trying to say?
It may drag the ship down to the bottom, you don't know, but I like where you're going with this.
Well, it's just a hunt. So I'm just positioned there, and I'll just carefully watch Crackle and be ready for anything.
Reginald, your turn.
Well, Reginald will come back here, and could he use his intuition to see if there's perhaps a release on this trap he could activate?
You use your intuition, and you recall that you obtained an item that will shrink things.
Oh, yes. I will take out that little shrinking potion I got, and I will give that to Frostbite.
Frostbite, Pack, it's your turn. Then we'll go to the next round as the treasure room will be flooded, and it will flood the laboratory.
Well, I'm gonna keep whacking away at it. I'm gonna do it, and I'm ill-tempered again. So
Nice.
just want to let you know that I'm just so mad at this thing that I need to destroy it. All right, let's see here. You're kidding me. Oh, 4. Oh, why am I getting a bane every time?
Are you exhausted?
Oh, that's fine.
Yep.
Man, I'm pushing my roll.
Okay. Oh, hey, you got it.
Finally.
Sweet. Go ahead and roll damage.
9, of course. Ay.
Well, Pack, it's your turn, and then Frostbite can drink the potion.
I just went.
Well, then
to go again?
Yep. Next round, you get the top initiative order. You redraw.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm bashing. Just so mad at this thing. Let's see.
And you've hit it. You just haven't damaged it. Oh, nice.
I think I got it.
You got it.
Yep.
There we go.
Finally.
2 points of damage. So it's taken 3. It's down to 17 hit points.
Yes. I celebrate the spark that I made.
You dented it. Frostbite, you now have this elixir of red juice that Reginald tells you will cause you to shrink. Do you chug it?
Sorry, I should come off mute. No, I'm going to trade with Crackle.
You're going to give it to Crackle?
No, I'm going to trade with Crackle.
Oh, trade with... Oh, okay. I'm like, you're going to give him your potion? Okay, yeah, let me swap with Crackle. Crackle will bite down on that. Let's see what attack he will do. That's not the right.
That's not gonna make it.
Yeah, that's not the right one.
No armor.
I want this one. Oh, that's... yeah, he'd have to swallow you for that one to take effect. It'll be this one that's the 3d8. We'll do the 3d8. Oh, nice,
Ooh.
nice. So 11 points of damage. So now it has taken 14. So it has 6 hit points left. Reginald, your turn.
Well, I guess, can I try and maybe use my intellect to try and get the proper leverage in this little manacle and slip Frostbite's hand out?
You can definitely try. Give for something like that. Give yourself.
Perhaps I have a little bit of.
Go ahead.
Well, perhaps I have a little bit of butter in one of my field rations. I can.
You
butter
are
up
a
the
portly duck, so
manacle.
you probably have some buttered bread. Go ahead and give me an intellect roll. Yeah, you grease up his hand just in case. That will help to get it out. If you want to give it a little tug, give me a strength roll. It does not budge. Do you want to push that? But then you are fairly weak.
No.
Okay, but you do have him nicely greased up. Frostbite, your turn.
Where's that boat at?
Is right under you. Don't sweat on it.
Yeah. All right. Is the cork in the bottle still or out of it?
I don't believe that bottle had a cork in it.
All right. Then I will.
It might not even work, which it's a hunch.
Yeah. I will drink the potion and climb into the bottle.
Into the bottle. As you drink
Onto the boat.
As you drink the potion, you are immediately shrunk down to 1/10 size. And you are now to scale with the boat. And as you climb into the bottle, you find to you this is a real boat. It's not a miniature, like it is made of strong timbers and ropes, and this thing should be seaworthy.
All right, I'm going to.
Sorry, go ahead, Frostbite.
I'll climb onto the boat. I'm going to climb onto the boat and get behind the wheel.
The
I
wheel?
guess I have 16 movement. I have 16 movement. I don't know how much you want me to take.
Yeah, you would be able to do that. You're
Right.
able to get behind the wheel. Swark. What does Swark do?
with a jar with a boat with a 10-centimeter high person in it. I rock my little boat. I actually sort of step back, given the importance of my inventory now, because
Krakul is dripping water from his head. He just came out of the ocean.
Do we want to? We still got another round, don't we?
Yep. You got another round, and you know that when this thing sinks, it's going to have quite a big suction that will create. If you were on the tower, you're going to be sucked down with it.
Well, maybe we should then just drip a few bits of water on top of this bottle. See if we can accelerate the process of expanding everything.
Well, wouldn't acceleration be like smashing the bottle?
That would also pull the ship down with it. I think abandoned tower is where you want to do. Don't be on top of it when it goes down.
Yeah, you'll get sucked under. Even with the ship, it would pull a ship under. Like when the Titanic went down, anyone around it got sucked down.
So we should smash the bottle on the side and throw it overboard.
Throw jump overboard with the bottle in our hand?
Yeah. I mean, obviously set it down. I mean, we should. I'm thinking we should smash. Get the boat out of the bottle and close to the edge as possible, and then kind of just like lower it into the water at that point.
Yeah, well, we're probably not that far above the sea level now.
Yeah,
to be
you're
thinking.
like maybe
Yeah.
25 feet, 30 feet from the sea level,
Yeah,
and
that's what I was
rapidly
thinking.
sinking.
Okay.
I
Frostbite,
mean,
just go cover your head because we're going to smash this bottle as carefully as we can, and we're going to go there to the tower,
Well,
ready to jump off.
I mean, you're gonna just throw the bottle as far as you can. When it hits the water, it'll either break or water will get in either way, right?
There's no cork, is there? Yeah, okay. Alright, you happy if I throw you off the edge, Frostbite?
You see his little miniature head nod, yes. He's pointing to the sea.
I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm going to throw the bottle.
Give me an agility
into the
roll,
water.
just to make sure you can throw it good and far.
Not agility. Okay. I will. I'll go dazed.
That will affect your agility if you do that.
Okay, I'll go scared.
Yep, scared would be better. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Nice. You give it a nice heave, and you see it just sailing out off the tower into the water quite a distance away. Aurelius, your turn after this will be the last round as the tower sinks down. So you've got like one more round, everyone basically.
Right. I mean, I guess I just wait for the boat, or like.
Well, you will get.
I don't want to
sucked
hurl.
down.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do? Fly to it? I'm not really.
And just jump towards it, maybe.
Oh
I think jump off.
boy.
and
In
go.
full plate armor, I'm just gonna sink like a rock.
So he threw it like the north side,
Yep.
right?
Kind of the side that Krakul is on.
That's what I assumed. Right.
Aurelius, give me an intelligence roll.
Alrighty. Oops. Oh, I control clicked it, but it didn't matter.
Do you want to push that? You know that you're going to sink if you hit the water in that full plate. It's going to be difficult. You can swim, but it's going to be hard. Krakul is standing there, almost watching you, curiously, wondering what you're going to do. He looks at you. I am not afraid of the water, little cat. I fear it will be the end of you.
Can you take his armor off?
Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna ask him if I can hitch a ride.
Give me a
Don't be a hitch
persuasion
a ride,
roll.
Crackle.
I can't swim, but I can talk.
He opens his great mouth and says, "Any who wish to descend down to the ship, climb aboard."
Oh, I'm climbing aboard,
Oh yeah.
even though I can swim.
What
He doesn't have
about,
to do that either.
Reginald and Swark, do they climb in?
Reginald will get on and he'll give a puff of that perfume he found in there.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
What about Swark? Are you going to go into Krakul's mouth?
I don't know. I sort of threw Frostbite over the edge, so I kind of feel a bit attached to jumping off towards Frostbite.
Okay, if you want to jump off, you can. You can give me an agility roll.
Okay.
Holy shit! He betrayed them and ate them.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
You swan dive off the edge, hit the water as Krakul leans his great bulk away and heads over towards the ship, which, when it struck the water, the bottle did not break. Water flooded in, and as the ship began to expand, it burst the bottle. There's some minor damage to the ship, but nothing that will prevent it from being seaworthy. As the ship instantly expands, Frostbite instantly expands, and Krakul, as he begins to head towards the ship, his mouth starts to get a little bit tighter as his tongue begins to get flavors of duck and cat. These are strange flavors he's not had in quite some time. Let me roll a die here.
We call it Chinese food.
It's like, oh, Kung Pao. And he says, "You have kept your word. I will keep mine." And he lowers his great head down to the ship and lets his tongue loll onto the deck so that you can walk like a red carpet right onto the ship. Swark,
Nice.
give me a swimming roll with a Bane as the tower begins to suck you down as you frantically try to swim away from it.
Oh, I saw it jump so well. Alright, swimming roll is skill, isn't it? This isn't going to be good. Sorry, it doesn't matter.
It's really not good.
Oh,
Oh,
you,
I won't bother rolling the other dice.
and you cannot push a demon.
Yeah.
You get sucked under. Give me a Constitution roll as everything begins to go dark, and you just see bubbles swirling in every direction, and you feel the vacuum drawing you down to the sea floor.
oh,
Do you want to push
Can I
that?
re-roll that one?
Yeah, don't take sickly, because that will give you a Bane on that. Oh, you got a dragon. Okay,
Nice.
so
nice.
you kick with all your might. You know that lung full of air you have could be your last. And with a determined drive, you push towards the water, and you finally break the surface just as you see the ship beginning to kind of turn to port and head towards your direction. And they're waving at you and casting out ropes for you to grab on. And as the scene fades, you are slowly pulled up from the water to everyone's cheers and grins of accomplishment. And thus the tower sinks for another 20 years. But you have walked away with experience, with some loot, and with a chance to level up your characters. Now, there is no leveling up in Dragonbane, but if you open your character sheet and you go to your skills tab, some of you should have some little arrows next to some of the skills. Those are dragons or demons that you have rolled. You may select, or you can select 5 other skills. Any 5 that don't already have the check marks. Just click the little white box. It will give it the little arrow. And once you have 5 additional checks, then you can check, or then you can click the arrow, and it will make a roll. And you want to fail this roll. You want to now roll above your score. So the lower your score, the more likely you will succeed. And then as you do those, it will go away. And if you improve that, then your score will go up by 1. And once one of your skills reaches 18, you get a new heroic ability. And 18 is the maximum it can go.
So how many can we do? We do 5.
So 5 additionals, in addition to whatever you already have on your character sheet.
Okay, cool.
So Reginald's sneaking increased.
Yeah, do we click on them now? Once we mark them, we click
Yep,
them, do we?
then just click on the little mark, and it'll make your improvement roll. Frostbite's
Yeah, the little
bows
mark one.
increased. Reginald's swimming increased. Frostbite Myths and Legends went up. Sir Aurelius's Beast Lore went up.
Oh my God.
I see Pax Awareness went up. Frostbite's Evade went up. Swark has not gotten an improvement yet.
Oh, nice.
I haven't rolled
Oh, you
yet.
haven't rolled
because
yet?
It's coming up with a Banes and Boons thing.
Oh, so you don't click on the skill. Click on the little arrow.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, perfect. Pack's there. Your awareness increased. Pack's spot hidden went up. Pack's sneaking went up. Sir Aurelius's swords went up, which is fantastic.
Yeah, that was the one thing I really cared about.
And so this is how you would level up in Dragonbane. You don't gain levels. Your skills get better and better, and eventually. See, now you don't want to roll a dragon now.
Oops.
I haven't got one yet.
Another dragon.
Yeah.
Damn.
Have you not improved a
I
single
roller.
skill sword?
I didn't get 1 out of 7 rolls.
Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. And you rolled, you rolled a dragon in there and a 2.
There was like 3 that only needed like 5 to go up.
You got a dragon, a 2, and a 5. So that is.
So this, I think
ahead.
the adventure I ran, you ask questions to whether you overcame things.
So normally there's a questionnaire. If you do the solo rules, it says just do 5. And so when you do the questionnaire, it tends to be about 5. Sometimes it's 4. So for ease, I just say pick 5. But normally, you could go through the questions. I can actually read the questions, and just so you guys know what the questions are. I've got my book right here, if I can find it.
Can I ask you, while you're doing that, can I ask you a question about the Foundry?
Yeah.
When I took damage that one time, when you applied it, did it take into account the armor that I had on
so it will
automatically?
do your armor. So when I apply it, it'll ask me if I want to do full damage, if I want to do half damage, like if you have some resistance, like the skeletons took half damage to piercing, or if I want to apply it with no damage, if I want to apply it with no armor. So it gives me all of those options. But if I just apply it, it will factor in all of your armors. So normally the questions that you would ask is, did you participate in the game session? You would get 1 check mark for that. Did you explore a new location? You get 1 check mark for that. Did you defeat 1 or more dangerous adversaries? You get a check mark for that. Did you overcome an obstacle without using force? There was plenty of puzzles in this one. And then the last one is, did you give in to your weakness? And many of you did. And so you would either get 4 or 5 improvements. Dragonbane's kind of a tough game. I'm just a fan of just giving it 5. But normally you would do the questionnaire. So I hope that everyone had a blast playing this.
Oh, yeah, great time.
What's fun is, so for Aurelius and Frostbite, this was not your first time running the Sinking Tower. And you guys did awesome to not just say, hey, I know the answer to the puzzle, but let everyone kind of figure that out. Now, Reginald,
that's why you guys are so quiet,
right? Reginald, this is his 3rd time doing the Sinking Tower, and it's been different every time. Like when you guys opened up those drapes, like usually that's not discovered until like the end of the battle, and took out those enemies. That spider in the jar, that is a shrunk giant spider. If you got that thing wet, it could also help to take out some enemies. You guys, you did great. You did fantastic through here. And this is one that
it should have been useful for the campaign.
Yes, and so you can definitely, if you guys play another game with me, you can use these same characters. I'll keep them saved in Foundry, and you get these advancements, and Swark didn't get an advancement, but you would normally keep, whatever loot you found or any improvements, and just kind of continue on with those. So I've got a couple other one-shots that I am running. In fact, I just got some entered in. I've got the Hag's Hut and the Iceberg of Horrors. I've got those listed. I'm running a mini campaign, The Creeping Darkness, which I don't know how long it'll take. I'm thinking somewhere between 2 and 4 or 5 sessions, probably 3. I'm doing Path of Glory right now. I think that game's full. I've got another game. It's called Lindworm's Cavern, and I'm going to run it just as a free game, just to introduce people to Dragonbane. I think it's going to be fast, like maybe an hour, maybe a little less than that. I actually want to test drive that just to see how long it's going to take. If anyone wants to keep playing for like another hour, I'm open. If you want to run through that, or if you got a dash and got to go, I completely get it.